what's up, man? It's the kid Whyjae, Whyjae, aka Lil Ferrari, though. Room. You are now checking in with HoustonHipHopFix.com, man. Stay tuned.
Hey, this is Protocol with HoustonHipHopFix.com. I'm really excited for this interview, man. Personally excited for someone who the music industry has their eyes on, man. You might know him by Whyjae, you might know him by Lil Ferrari. What's going on with you, bruh?
Ain't much. Whyjae, Lil Ferrari, man. We just did the 7-month thing, man. So, you know what I'm saying? We out here with Houston Hip Hop Fix. You know what it is. It's my favorite vlog site. You know what I'm saying? So, it's good to get it.
Already, man. I'm excited, man. You got a lot of momentum going on. You got a lot. You're accelerating very quickly. I want to start with your latest project, 30MLFTI. All right. And for those who don't know, shame on you, but that's 30 minutes later. Fuck the internet. All right. Crazy cover. I'm real big on covers, man. I saw the cover. It's been right. It look like a kid getting kidnapped. Yeah. All right. Has hype kills on the fingers, so it kind of feels like.
Glad you caught that.
Yeah, man. I had to study that one. What inspired the cover, first of all, and the title?
Well, the title, what inspired the title was basically with this whole genre of music. Well, I mean, not even the genre of music. This day and age, 2016, the youth and even some of the older people, it's just like. You playing God, you know what I'm saying, with these iPhones that we got and everything is like every 30 minutes. Really it's less than that. It's like every 5 minutes it's changing. Something is changing. Our attention span is so short, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I blame a lot of it on the internet, and at the end of the day I blame a lot of it on TV, I blame it on this, that, and the third at the end of the day, but that's what it came down to. It was 30 minutes later, fuck the internet. You know what I'm saying? Because 30 minutes later it's something different. It's a new start, it's a new trend, it's a new app, it's a new something, you know what I'm saying? So I blame it on the internet. You know,
that's good, man.
From the age of the internet, that's where I'm from.
Well, yeah, that's true. You have let's just go ahead and talk about Apple Watch, since we're talking about that. Great track, man. Let me talk about the track. There's so much to talk about, man. I don't even know where to start. Yeah. But the track, you got like Apple press releases in the background playing. Was the track, did y'all come up with that when you produced it?
Man, actually, that song, it was really supposed to be called Risk Part 2, which it has, if you listen hard, it has the father that Risk. It has the Risk sample on it. And I think it was the day that I turned the project in. That was like the last song I was working on. I was having the hardest trouble with. And I was like, man, I wasn't liking how my voice is coming out on the hook. And sometimes, I mean, I leave everything up to God. Everything happened for a reason. So I was just like, man, I had my watch kept going off. Somebody was kept calling. I was like, well, you know what? Okay, you know what? Apple Watch. I like to use samples and stuff like that. I got that from Kanye. Like seeing Kanye doing that coming up, I was like, you know, use something. I was like, man, fuck it, let's call it Apple. You know what I'm saying? So I switched everything up. Talked about the Apple Watch. I really love my watch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm gonna make a song dedicated to my watch. You know what I'm saying? So and it goes along with the 30 minutes like fuck it, and it goes along with everything.
It does. It does. That's right. Roger Tabari directed the video. It seems like he directs a lot of your videos.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Roger Tabari. That's bro. You know what I'm saying? That's more than just my video guy or my friend. You know what I'm saying? That's really like my close homie. That's my bro. Like, he does all my work. It's probably very rare that you would see anybody else doing anything on my video work unless it's something that we agree upon. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we met a while back, man, and we just connected and we had the same vision. We locked onto the same thing. You know what? Fuck it, let's do it. We became team, we became bros, we became gang, we became squad. And we got the hardest videos in the city. You know what I'm saying?
You have a lot of great videos, man. I mean, it was very futuristic. In fact, you did a preview for Apple Watch, and your fans kind of went crazy and started beating on the door and almost demanded the full video. They got that, understood, winners. So you have a lot of good visuals, man. Back to your music. Under your comments, you'll see a lot of stuff like FLS Till I Die. What is fantasy lifestyle? What is
fantasy lifestyle, man? FLS is fantasy lifestyle. Basically, at the end of the day, is teaching the youth, it's teaching anybody that's listening to me to make their fantasy a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to be a rapper, a doctor, a teacher, you want to be the biggest trapper in the world, I don't know what it is. Just if that's what you're dreaming about doing, if that's your fantasy at night, if that's your fantasy when you daydream throughout the day, make it your lifestyle. Don't let it just be a dream, you know what I'm saying? Like, make it your lifestyle. So that's basically what we came up with a long time ago, and we just been running with it. You know what I'm saying? It's not anything that's just based around music or based around me and my team. It's for everything. You know, it's tatted on my hand. You know what I'm saying? That's a lifestyle that I live by. So I mean, even if this music stuff don't work out for me, then whatever else I'm dreaming of, that's what I gotta make in the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I just want everybody to live their dreams. Okay? So why not make it out in the open so people can see it all the time? Ask that question. No matter what it is, boom, I tell you, oh shit, you know, that's my lifestyle. I'm trying to make my dreams my reality. So reference.
Seems like you're doing a great job of doing that. To quote one of your songs that your fans know every lyric to, understand. Yesterday I was a fan, now they treat me like a man. You wouldn't understand. So I see. It seems like there's a lot of just, you know, even listening to your songs. There's a lot of you just talking about your life. You know, your style. It doesn't seem like you. I'm not gonna say you haven't found your style, because you definitely have found your style. But it seems like you're still kind of feeling yourself out musically.
Yeah.
They can't really peg you, but yet you're getting stuff like Artist of the Month. And on next up, so what's up with your style? What do you say?
Basically, man, just coming up. Other than Kanye's first 2 albums, every Kanye album, I mean, even the first 2, every album is different. And the way I look at it is, nobody wants to hear one of their favorite artists or artists drop a project and like, all right, cool, now I want to see what's gonna come next. They don't want the next project to sound just like the first one. Why am I gonna listen to it? I already know what you're gonna say. I already know what it's gonna sound like, whatever. So you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make it to where, just how Kanye did it, they can't put a needle on or a tag on. I know this next project is something, or I know this next song is something. You might get trap, you might get rock, you might get rap, you might get soul, this, that, and third. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be predicted, and that's why that also plays in the fantasy lifestyle. I can't really work a regular job. I don't want to wake up every single day knowing I'm about to be for the rest of my life. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't want you to know what's going to come on the next song. I don't want you to know what's going to be on the next project. I do whatever I feel. I'm in my 20s right now. If I was to continue to rap until 40, I still don't know what the next song is going to be about until I get the beat. When the beat tells me what to write, I'm like, I'm not going to write this because they wanted me to talk about this topic or this, that, and the other. I'm going to write whatever the beat tells me to write. Tell me to lash out, if you tell me to be cool, if you tell me to swag out, if you tell me to trap, that's what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you always can give my music.
Okay. It seems like you're trying to give your fans a certain feeling. You talked about one of the first mixtapes I really kind of, Wiz Khalifa, talking about Cushion Orange Juice. That was, you know, what was that? Still Blazing. That was my favorite song on there. You talked about a feeling that Wiz gave you. What was that feeling? Is that the same feeling that you're trying to give your fans?
Yes. It's crazy that you touched on that, man. Cushion Orange Juice is my favorite. Probably one of my favorite, definitely my top 3 favorite mixtapes of all time. I remember it like it was yesterday, man. It dropped probably the day before my senior prom, and ever since then it just changed my life. Like, people don't understand how much Wiz changed the game. But at the end of the day, his music made you feel a type. That project alone made you feel a type of way, you know, a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's all I want to do. I remember how his music made me feel. I remember when I was going through my lowest points, how Big Crit music made me feel, how, you know, like Blink-182 would make me feel when I was growing up, or how Yellow Card would make me feel, this, that, and the third. I just want to make you feel good music. So that's another reason why you'll never know what's coming next, because you don't know how to feel first.
Right. You talked about a lot of obstacles in your music, some of the challenges that you've had. It feels like at this point you just kind of, I'm not gonna say floating in the wind, but it feels like you're just doing whatever you want to do. And I don't feel like you're following any type of formula or anything like that.
Yeah.
So with that being said, what are some immediate goals that you have as an artist or a person, whatever?
As an artist, I just want to go back on tour. Like, I really just got home today from being on a little road off of Maxo Cream. Shout out to Maxo Cream, big bro right there. I just want to continue to do shows, man. I think I had like 9 shows this month alone in all different states and cities. So I just want to continue to tour, man. I just want to continue to build the fan base. I want to continue to get this money. That way, I don't have to be here forever. I want to start a family eventually. You know what I'm saying? So basically, at the end of the day, I want to continue to build the fans. I want to continue to get the money so I can do what I want to do in my future. But like you said, I'm just floating around, man. I'm going with my field. You know what I'm saying? Like, every day I wake up feeling a certain way. Sometimes I wake up and I feel like running. You know what I'm saying? Then I get on Twitter and I see the love, I'm like, I got it, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's what it feels. I just go however I feel in the morning. That's the kind of song you're gonna get. That's the kind of attitude you're gonna get. That's the tweets you're gonna get from me. However I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Alright. Max Cream is doing unbelievable things right now. But you've opened for some other artists. Joey Badass, A$AP Ferg, John Kennedy, on and on. How has that experience been working with artists who are on a maybe higher plateau in the industry right now? Has it kind of rubbed off on you?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely with the whole Maxo situation, man. Just to see somebody that's above me, just to get into shadow them, or to go to certain cities and seeing how different fans react, you really learn. You know what I'm saying? How to carry yourself as an artist, or you learn how to carry yourself through these different situations. And then even with opening for different artists, whether it be Maxo Cream, Joey Badass, Tory Lanez, Dom Kennedy, these are all different artists. So that helps me. That helps play into my music as you have to be diverse, because at any given moment you don't know who you have to open for. You might not know what crowd you have to perform for. You want to do something that they don't feel. You know what I'm saying? So everything I say is like it ties back into together. It goes back to me doing what I feel. You know what I'm saying? It just helps me be diverse, creative. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just definitely daily, whoever I'm around or whatever I'm doing, I'm just trying to learn. You're never too old to learn something. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to do, is just learn from the situations that God is blessing me with.
So when we're talking about those situations, the fans, mentioning you want to have a family, obviously you just kind of leave it on for. Are you seeking to stay independent? Like a lot of artists now, are you gonna take that big deal if it comes? Because it's gonna come.
Yeah.
But what do you want to do? Are you looking for anything in particular?
I never want to be that person. You know, people I ain't never signed a deal. Man, at the end of the day, if the paperwork is correct, then I'm gonna sign it. If the deal is correct, I can sign a deal, and I'll be still making as much money as I would be as if I was independent. You know what I'm saying? But that's where this whole core fan base comes from. I learned that from Wiz also, is seeing that if you build a core fan base on your own as an independent artist, then when these labels approach you, they be like, hey, we want to do this, that, and the third, boom, boom. If I didn't build a core fan base, I wouldn't have the right to be like, nah, I'm not feeling that. I want this amount of money. They're like, all right, cool, whatever, next artist. Right. But if I build my core fan base, I want to build a partnership. I want you to need me just as much as I need you. So when they be like, okay, we want to do this with you, to take this certain amount of percent. Well, really, you need me for my core fan base, so I'm not spending that percent. I want this percent. They be like, man, okay, you know what? Let's go back to the drawing board. Boom, boom. So as of right now, I'm enjoying this independent and trying to build everything on my own and build my fan base to where I have structure and I'm able to say, I want to do this, that, and third. But if the right opportunity comes, I'd be an idiot to turn it down. You know what I'm saying? If the right opportunity comes for me to change my future, change my parents' future, my friends, and my family, and I turn it down because I want to stick to that. I'm an independent artist. I'd be an idiot. You know what I'm saying? I can't pass it a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I can't pass it a blessing.
You know, when I first discovered you, when I first heard about you, you look different, man. You ain't had your dread on the job. I wish I had some dread. But you were with head rappers, man. And just a personal question, man. It seemed like you still had a good relationship with Doe.
Yeah, no, that's still Big Bro, man. I still learned a bunch from him. He took me under my wing, took me under his wings at a young age, and I appreciate him for that, because if it wasn't for that situation, I probably wouldn't be in this situation. From learning certain things, him taking me to South by Southwest, or we being at shows and he being like, hey, I'm finna ask the crowd who can freestyle, you better speak it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my character probably wouldn't be who it was if he wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? Or it might have to. I don't know. That's God. You can't question that because it happened. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. That's still the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's still the homie. When I see him, it's like we never skipped a beat. You know what I'm saying?
Doe's a great guy, man.
Definitely.
Always a humble dude. You see him, you know he's gonna speak to you when you speak to him.
Exactly.
So how did it get to LilFerrari.com? How did you make that? Because you were young, but now you're coming into your own. How did you make that transition from Head Records to the situation you're in now?
When I was in Head Records, I was with Nino guy, which is my cousin. So at that point in time, we both came into the game as solo artists. So we knew that wasn't gonna stick forever. That was just something that happened. The first project was an artist or another project. But after that, it was kind of like we had branched off. And not that I didn't want to be under somebody's shadow, such as Dope Easy, be like, oh, Dope Easy in here, boom, boom. I just wanted to not be able to blame anybody, which is something that Dope taught me too. Like, you can't give up until you're able to ask yourself, have you done everything in your possibility? And it didn't work. Then if you know for a fact that you ain't done everything you possibly can, you can't give up. So you know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to be able to put the blame on somebody else. Like, oh, you weren't working hard enough, so we didn't get enough shots. Boom, boom. Like, you know what? I got to stand up on my own too. I'm growing up now. I'm finding myself with this music. I want to be able to put all these celebrations into me and my team, or all the failure into myself. You know what I'm saying? So I got to step out and just do this on my own. You know what I'm saying? So I stepped out. I'm slowly building my own team and finding myself still as an artist and as a person. And that's where we at now.
Okay. You kind of come off, man, as one of those artists, like, you know, I'm just gonna throw out like a currency, man. Who kind of has his lane, has his team, has his sound. Can we expect you to work with any major artists or indie artists or Texas artists? Who can we expect you? Now you had Teddy Andres, right, on this most recent project. Any collaborations you working on coming out, anything like that? Anybody you want to work with?
You mean like just anybody? Like,
Who
Stratosphere, anybody out there?
Yeah, why not?
Definitely me and Maxwell should be having something coming soon. Like I said, that's big, bro. You can look for more work from me and Teddy. That's my bro. Me and Dice, that's bro. That's really like the three from Houston friends. It's more than music. Those are my friends. You know what I'm saying? Those are my brothers. But man, I want to work with anybody that's creative, man. From Vince Staples to Vic Mensa to Chance the Rapper to Kanye to Big Sean to Drake to Astor to Disclosure to anybody, man. It's anybody that can help me. You know what I'm saying? Like, help me learn something, teach me something I don't know myself. You know what I'm saying? Something that I just want to create sounds. You don't even have to have the biggest name in the game. You can have less followers than me and less looks than me. But if you can bring something to the table that I do not know, if you can make some kind of sounds, I'm definitely with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely with it.
You got your manager over there with the Lil Ferrari shirt, man. I want to talk about the Lil Ferrari, man. Now, where did that come from?
Growing up, I was a huge fan of Penny Hardaway. I don't know if you remember, he had Half Cent. He had the dog Half Cent, the commercials and whatnot. Half Cent would say what Penny wouldn't say. Penny was quiet on the court. Him and Shaq, you know, Shaq did most of the talking, Penny was quiet. But Half Cent on the commercials, he was saying what Penny wanted to say, but he wouldn't say it. He was arrogant. He was rude. He said whatever came to his mind. So I was like, man, I started getting to that feel with him. There's a lot of stuff I want to get off my chest, or I want to start rapping a certain way that people don't even know that I'm about that life, or I do this, that, and the third, or the dibble-dabbles, I've dibble-dabbled in it. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, man, what's my... And I've always had something. It was either like Young Rolly or something else. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dude, what is it? So growing up, I thought I was Bow Wow. I'm saying to myself, I am Bow Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought I was Bow Wow. And then 50 came out, and I fucked with 50 Cent like super hard. Get Rich or Die Trying to be the toughest album ever. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I'm gonna take Lil from Lil Bow Wow. And then if anybody remember on that Wankster, when 50 came on, it was 50, aka Ferrari F50. I was like, you know what? The Ferrari. That's me. You know what I'm saying? It literally came to me like that, and I was like, man, that's my alter ego, or not even my alter ego. That's just who I am. I don't have to have an alter ego. That's what I am. You can call me Whyjae, you can call me Lil Ferrari. Either way, you gonna be me. At the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck it.
Mr. Saul, man, I know you've been doing this, want to do this since you were little, right? Third grade. You're going to be a rapper. And now you're here, man. So we're expecting some great things, man. You got the mixtape out. 30 minutes later, fuck the internet. Pushing against the grain. They eat it up. They eat it up, bro. Anything else for the fans, man? We know they watch.
Just expect more music, man. Expect more shows. Expect more excitement. Expect more growth. I'm still at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think I'm here. I mentally think I'm here. And it's good to mentally think you're here when people think you're here. Because now you can get it. When you get here, they're gonna think you're here. feel what I'm saying? So you just gotta keep chasing. So man, just expect, be unexpected for me. I'm just gonna keep coming, man. I'm gonna keep working hard. I can't let nobody down, you feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I can't let myself down. So I'm gonna just keep working hard. As far as another project, I don't know. I'm just gonna just continue to do like I've been doing, just rapid fire with the music, rapid fire with the videos. That's what the people like right now. So that's what I'm doing. I feel like working on the project is gonna take too much focus away from that right now. But in that meantime, while working on music, if a project does come of that, they'll get that. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna continue to work on music and keep giving it to them, keep traveling, keep doing shows, get on another tour. Hopefully, it's not a tour of my own. Keep going, man.
We know that's coming, bro.
Yeah,
we know that's coming. Look, 30 minutes later, fuck the internet. LilFerrari.com. Now we know what Lil Ferrari means. Now we know what FSL means.
Sure.
Hey, we appreciate you sitting down, man.
Appreciate y'all. Y'all always been rocking with me for the longest, man. Don't think I don't know this. I do appreciate it. You feel what I'm saying? So, Houston hip hop fits to the death. You know what I'm saying?